All right, can you guys hear me? Testing, testing, one, two, three. Let me get the camera a little more in here. Trying out a different angle, I guess, right here at the studio. Let's see if I can. Whoa, hello. Let's see if I can fix that. So today we are doing a live impressions on the Pixel 4a. Let me see if I can get my microphone a little bit closer here. It's not in the shot, but we will see how that goes and see if we can get a few people in here. We can talk the Pixel 4a and likes, dislikes about it. I did take the case off of it just for aesthetic reasons, right? So if you guys are just joining in, don't forget to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. That always helps. Let me know how I sound. I feel like I sound super echoey, but it's just the room itself. I think I'm going to bring up like carpets in here or something like that. Thanks for hitting that like button, whoever did so. Let me go ahead and see if my chat is turned on. Yeah, live chat should be turned on. There should be no issues with that. But yeah, for the most part, guys, let's see what's going on. Um, and let's get to chatting. Hold on. All right, I just ate Wendy's, so that's why you may see the Wendy's cup in my thumbnail. But let's, I'll wait for a few people to join in. Here is my Pixel 4 naked, I guess, as you can say. I don't have too many apps downloaded, just the basics currently. I have Twitter, Facebook, or not even Facebook. I only have Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, mostly as my main ones. I've only had the phone for a couple days. The first day that I had the phone, I actually took it out and I was able to take some photos, take some videos. So if you guys follow my channel, you can check that specific video out. I haven't. If you follow me on Instagram, I don't have an Instagram link there, but my Instagram is btech_reviews on Instagram, and basically I've been posting up some pictures and shots from this phone. Check out my hold on, let me clear those out. I was gonna say check out my dope wallpaper there. I should have kept this as my other background also, but I was like, I'll do a Pokeball and then I'll do like a Pokemonster. So shout outs to people that are still into Pokemon, play Pokemon Go, etc. like that. So let me go ahead and start off by I guess listing the favorite things about this device so far. So first of all, top thing that I love about this phone is the size. Okay, let me put it next to my iPhone 11 over here, and you can see that the size difference is it's almost, I could fit it inside the screen of my iPhone 11 basically. So it's a lot lighter. Also, the iPhone 11 has some weight to it. It's a lot heavier. Obviously, the build quality it's a little more. Here, let me see if I can get the shot down over here. There we go. That's a little better. Let me know if that looks crappy. Let me know if that looks okay, guys. Yeah, but pretty much, I love the size of the phone, and even with the case, by the way, the case cost less than $15. So it's I'm gonna put that back on after I take this video. Obviously, the phone is just super snappy in general. And the second thing that I would love about this phone, and you probably are not seeing it in the quality here, is the the OLED panel. It's just a very nice screen to look at. You know what I mean? Right now, I do have a dark background, but if I were to pop that brightness all the way up, it looks very nice. I cannot complain. So here I'm getting some text notifications over here. Let me put my other phone away here. It's just fun to. It's a nice phone to hold in the hand. It's a very nice phone to look at as well. And it's snappy for the Snapdragon. What is it? The 730G. I'm going to lower the brightness a little bit, guys. It's really good. I mean, so far, no complaints. Again, I haven't really downloaded a lot of super heavy apps on here. I will probably download a game or two for future purposes as far as like reviews go. But right now, I'm just enjoying the phone itself. Let's see. Oh, we finally got someone, a chatter on here. Okay, so I love tech a lot. Says I'm very undecided to buy the Pixel 4a or the Pocophone F2 Pro. The Pocophone has a 6.7-inch screen. Let's see, the Snapdragon 865, and right now you can get the Pocophone F2 Pro for $389. Which, what would you get? Well, I haven't really watched any videos on the Pocophone. Let me see if I can get this back on me now. tripod. Sorry, the tripod could be a little bit wonky, right? So I have not looked up any information, but just hearing the specs from that specific little comment that you made there. I love tech a lot. Shout out to you, by the way, for joining in on the chat. It's a Saturday afternoon. I figured there wouldn't be that many people, considering I have over 11,000 subscribers. No one gets the notifications, I guess, on these. But for the most part, I just hearing the specs, I really would not want to get that phone just because of the screen size. 6.7-inch display. This is like a 6.2-inch display, and this thing feels huge to me. You know what I mean? So unless you have gigantic hands, you know what I mean? I really would stick to the Pixel, but only because one, I know even though it only has one camera sensor, right, that it's going to get the best looking pictures. And I already know it takes great video, at least in 1080p. I haven't tried the 4K yet, but I know the 1080p is amazing on this. And the video stabilization when taking video is great also. There's really no issues. It's got great IBIS in it, or whatever you want to call it, I guess. Here, hold on. I forgot to share this on Twitter. Let me share this link on Twitter, by the way, guys. Also, I'm going to be doing a giveaway soon on the TCL10L. Let me see, TCL10L, which, it's another budget device that I really thought about comparing to the Pixel 4a, but I'm thinking if I do a comparison, it's going to be a comparison. It's going to be a comparison with the TCL10 Pro, because they're kind of right in the same price range. And the TCL10 Pro still has a Snapdragon 700. I think it's a 675 or a 700 series chipset as well. Don't forget to hit that like button if you guys are just joining in. Say hi, get involved in the chat. Again, we are talking about the Google Pixel 4a here. And again, this is just my live impressions. I'm here at the studio today, and not a lot of people this afternoon. Probably everyone's busy doing stuff, I guess, but it is what it is. Let's see, 6 gig. I mean, this phone has 6 gigs of RAM also. So I mean, I don't think RAM really plays a huge factor as far as like the actual excuse me, the actual the way it runs, obviously, because now a lot of phones are kind of, I'm seeing a lot of not just flagship devices, but even budget devices hit higher than 4 gigs of RAM, you know what I mean? So I don't know. It really just depends on the software. Obviously, Google has stock vanilla Android. I don't know if Pocophone has any type of you said you can't find the Pixel 4a at all. I pre-ordered mine. I think even like a couple weeks before the phone came out, I was like, should I buy it? I was kind of questioning it, and I was telling myself, should I buy this phone or should I not buy this phone? And I guess I didn't hesitate on it, so I just went ahead and bought it. But again, let me know if you guys have questions on the Google Pixel 4. Like, again, dude, this thing is just super snappy, and I love the way it performs. Let's see if I can do a live speed test. Hold on, because I remember last time I was not getting any. No, I don't want to do Geekbench. If you guys watch my unboxing videos, I was getting horrible signal on Visible's network, which is piggybacking under Verizon. So let's see what I can get here in my office. I think it's my office in general. It's just horrible. Like, I don't know if it's the way the office is built or what, but let's see if I can get some sort of ping here. There you go. The highest I've seen this go is probably about 70 or 80 megs download. There you go. For me personally, that's more than enough. Upload speed has kind of been a little bit disappointed though. Just because, sorry guys, I got my phone's going off here. All right, so you guys can see there that your download speed is 40.9 and my upload is 33.8. So upload is relatively not great with Visible, or at least that's what I've noticed. Let me see if I can go to results here. But if you guys want to look at the results, here are some results that I've taken. I don't know if that's inverted or what. There you go. But some of them, like my upload, are like a lot better than others, obviously. All right, give me 1 second, guys. And oh, we got somebody. Rowan Henderson, is the phone only available in the USA? I believe it should not be, but again, I don't live in other countries to kind of verify that. But I would just go to Google's website and see if they're still on sale, because that's exactly where I bought it from. Now, I'm pretty positive that eventually it will go on Amazon.com, and you'll see it in places like Best Buy. Of course, obviously, they don't have a Best Buy in your country. Let me take a look here, because I know Best Buy was selling it also. I have links in my videos. Hold on, Amazon.com. Let me check that out really quick. The Pixel 4a. Let me just type that out and see if I get anything here. Unlocked. Looks like you can probably get it on Amazon. Let me just verify. Yeah, right now it's on Amazon for $349. So I love tech a lot. It's on Amazon right now. But it says usually ships within 2 to 4 weeks, so it might be back ordered right now. But you can definitely, here, let me see if I can link you guys really quick to the actual. Sorry, hold on. To the actual item here. I mean, obviously you can check it out. Oh, what the heck? I don't want to get on Amazon Prime. There you go. Hold on. I'm getting lazy here, guys. But what do you all think about the phone so far, or what questions do you have? Hey, what's up, Mikey Tech? How's it going? We're just talking about the the Pixel 4a. Let's see. There we go. I might have to change the link on my other website now, just because. Let me copy that out. Yeah, buddy. What's up? How's it going? Paris un bueno teléfono. I just got that. Hold on. There's the link on Amazon, guys. But again, I don't know if that is going to happen. Let me see if I can. There's me again right there. Let me see if I can get the phone in the shot again, guys. And again, right now I'm running on Wi-Fi. There we go. Let's see how fast the fingerprint sensor works, right? It's relatively quick. I have no gripes about the fingerprint sensor whatsoever, actually. Again, apps run very smooth. I have yet to experience like any stutteriness right now. So like right now I'm on Instagram. I follow Xiaomi. There's Nissan Pathfinder. There's OnePlus. I follow Doug DeMuro, who is a car YouTuber. Let's see. Xiaomi again. There's an ad made by Google. And let me see. I should actually do a boomerang from my office over here. Live streaming. Hold on. There's the webcam itself, right? And this is my. Can I give myself a? There you go. Okay, hold on. Can we see that now? Let's see if it pops out. Pixel 4a has a really good single rear camera, surprisingly, for being a budget phone. Yes, it does. There you go. Took a little bit to upload. But yeah, there's me, and you're completely right, Mikey Tech. Shout outs to you, by the way. It's been a while, bro. I haven't really seen you come by any of my live windows or live chats in a while, man. So good to hear from you. hope you're doing okay. Right now, again, YouTube, the YouTube, again, this is not connected to Wi-Fi right now, guys. So it says I am live right now. Mikey Tech, can you verify if you got the text notification or the push notification that I was online? Okay, Okay, sorry, but yeah, basically, I mean, let's see. It looks like a good phone. It is, and for the most part, again, I have very few gripes about this phone, other than the fact that it's very light. So compared to like a phone like the iPhone or even the TCL 10 Pro, again, like this is not a very I wouldn't say it's very durable. That's a very durable phone, but if you drop it, like don't expect it to not get cracked. So again, that's why you guys need to buy a case for the phone. I bought this symbol case from Spigen off Amazon. You guys can check that unboxing video down there. And the phone is very fast and smooth. Okay, but like I said, I have very few gripes about this phone. One thing that I did notice, okay, that is that there is no security as far as like face unlocking or anything like that. And I'm hearing rumors that the Google Pixel 5 is actually going to have a fingerprint sensor again. So the Pixel 4 eliminated the Pixel the fingerprint sensor for I don't know whatever reason, and then it's just really stupid that it's going to get brought back. By the way, let's see. I've had this on a good charge for like almost 2 days already. I charged it once since I bought it, but again, I have not really been using it heavily the past couple days. You can see there, it says full charge lasts about 1 day and 7 hours. It says screen usage since full is 2 hours and 25 minutes. So I've only had about 2 hours and 25 minutes of actual on-screen time using this phone, but the standby time on this phone is relatively great. I mean, if you look at the battery percentage there, if I can get that to focus, let's see. This camera or this webcam doesn't want to focus. It's focusing on itself. All right. Anyways, Sean Timeline, how much? This phone, brand new, is $349, and again, you can either get it off Amazon, Best Buy, or if you go to Google Pixel's website or whatever, they'll have it there. Let's see about the phone. It should be running Android 10. I think it only updated once. Hold on, let me see. Don't want to be giving away my phone number there. If you guys caught that, then don't be stalking me. Okay, let's see. Android 10 should be one of the first phones to get the update to Android 11 also, whenever that decides to happen also. Whoa. And for a phone which I believe only has a 60 hertz refresh rate, like, I mean, you can't complain. Like there's really no choppiness or stuttering when it comes to it moving from like app to app or whatever. Like I really don't get any of that. You know what I mean? Like look at that. That's really fast considering. You know what I mean? Stalking you, son. Okay, whatever. This is not my personal phone, regardless. So if I get random phone calls or text, I'm just not gonna answer. Sorry, guys. But anyway, yeah. So this is my the SIM card I'm using for this is my Visible. It's my. Don't forget to hit that like button, by the way, guys. The SIM card that I use for this is a Visible SIM, which I hardly ever used, and I just decided to put it in this phone because it actually works in this specific phone compared to other. Okay, let's see. Yeah. But let's see. Rowan says night. I don't know. Thanks a lot. He says night. I don't know if he's going to sleep or what. I love Tech a lot says looks fast and smooth from your live stream. Have you gotten any lag? So far, no lag. I mean, again, right now I'm connected to the LTE. So, I mean, if you're seeing any loading issues, it's because of the connection. I can connect this to Wi-Fi. Let's see if I can get that connected to Wi-Fi. I might have to see if I need to put in the password for it because I don't remember if I ever connected this to Wi-Fi or not. You know what I mean? Let's see, live streaming right now. Currently, hold on, let's see. He's stalking me over here. All right, stalking. Okay, anyways, so I don't know. What questions do you guys have about the Pixel 4a? Again, I'm here in the studio. I love this phone so far, though. This phone makes me really want to switch back to Android, if that sounds really weird, right? Even though the iPhone has been my daily driver for like 2 years already, 2 or 3 years. I've been sporting an iPhone. Um, and it's just been weird because like I never really cared for the Apple ecosystem. But once you have like a MacBook or like a Mac product, and then you use features like AirDrop to transfer one item to the other or whatever you want to call it. And people can bash on iOS all they want, you know what I mean? But the fact is, and believe me, because I can attest to this, because I used to be an Android user before I was before an Apple user, right? Is that Apple products, they work and they work well. Okay. Yes, I'm tired of seeing the app screen cluttered with apps, right? I really wish there was a way around that. And I mean, there is. I can just throw all my apps into a folder, right? Um, but the fact is, the apps hardly ever crash. I hardly ever have overheating issues with my iPhone. The camera quality is top three at best. You know what I mean? iPhone's always going to have some of the top uh, quality as far as photos. There's little to no lag on the iPhone at all. Like jumping from app to app, I have never had any issues, even on the older iPhones. Um, so people might, I guess say that iOS is trash, and that might be true. You know what I mean? But for the most part, um, Nokia, wow, that's saying something, I guess, because Nokia is like dead here in the States, at least in my opinion, it is. My friend just said to make an OnlyFans account. LOL. Let's see. If iOS is trash, bro, then why is it the number one used phone in the world? Yeah, he's kind of right that iOS has really thought about that, and they really are the top selling phones in the world. It's just kind of interesting, I guess, um, to see how the phone, I guess, industry has changed over the past like 10 years, from 2010 all the way to 2020. You know what I mean? Like, and the fact that Android, a lot of people were using Android at first because, first of all, iPhones were a lot more expensive. So if you think about it, people who were using iPhones at the beginning were people that had money. You know what I mean? Or at least in my opinion, those were people that had money. Um, let's see if I can get a photo over here of me. Hold on, I don't want to. Live in the studio. All right, taking a picture over here, looking weird. This guy's like, iOS is a software, not a phone, but the software makes the phone. Okay, if you have any so it's just like, okay, regardless, Apple, what they do is they use way less specs on their phones and devices, and they're able to have a more buttery and fluid experience than what you would get on an Android phone. A mid-range device like this, which only costs $300, needs 6 gigs of RAM, right? And this iPhone 11, which I believe only has 3 or 4 gigs of RAM. Don't get me started on the specs here, but of course it's because iOS is just built so well to work smoothly. That's why. And a lot of people don't understand that Samsung's phones, for instance, like you're mentioning, are kind of trash because they're smooth at first, but then once you download a lot of heavy apps and you put a lot of music or whatever on your phone starts to get laggy and it starts to get buggy. And that includes apps. Some apps are just not made well to work with specific phones. You know what I mean? Yeah, Apple is laughing all the way to the bank because they're like one of the first $1 trillion companies out there, I think. Whew. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go turn on the AC in my office because it's getting a little warm. I will be right back. Y'all can continue to argue. Don't forget to hit that like button really quick. I'm gonna go turn the AC on. Oh, hello. I just kicked my tripod. Sorry about that, guys. That was hilarious. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so let's see what you guys are saying over here. I have to Purell my hands over here because I just touched the thermostat, and it is a community office over here, so I need to make sure that I don't get anybody. I definitely don't think I'm an Apple fanboy, by the way, Sean. I can't even say your name. I'm sorry. But the fact is, I've used both phones, and I've made my choice as far as which phone I'm going to use as my daily driver. I've had Nexus devices, Motorola devices, LG devices, as far as like Android goes, and by far the only thing that can really compare to Apple and its usage, right, are the Pixel devices or the original Nexus devices, which I have here, right here. I have the original Nexus 4, which I think I want to do like a comparison between the Nexus 4 and the Google Pixel 4a, which is pretty cool. Check that out. You can see a little thumbnail of me going live here. But the fact is, again, that Apple got it right the first time when it came to its software, and Android, which isn't really designated to just any specific phone, right, has had to come a long way and do a lot more, because first of all, Android is like an open software or an open source software. So the people that put together the devices, they have to really integrate the software into the actual CPU and whatever that they're putting into that specific phone for it to work well. You know what I mean? And that's why you see these Android phones so specced out. 12 gigs of RAM, all of this, because the fact is, if it didn't have 12 gigs of RAM, the phone would run really shitty. You know what I mean? And go watch any other smartphone reviewer out there that talks about specs and whatnot, and they'll tell you the same thing. You know what I mean? They don't need to put 120 hertz refresh rate phones on iPhones. Okay. Heck, I mean, we can talk about phone screens all day. That is not important to me, having a 120 hertz refresh rate. That's for sure. If I wanted 120 hertz refresh rate, I wouldn't have bought the iPhone 11, which has an LCD panel. I actually downgraded screens when I bought this phone. You know what I mean? Which is really stupid. Pixel 4a or iPhone SE for you? Okay, I don't have an SE, first of all. I have the iPhone 11 though. If I had to choose between the Pixel 4a and the iPhone SE, I would probably go with the 4a, only because I mean the iPhone SE is like, first of all, I'm not a fan of the design, right? That original design, which is probably from iPhone 6 or 6s, is not very appealing to me anymore. That is a very outdated design. And if you look at the Pixel 4a, again, it's got very little to no chin or bezels. You know what I mean? On top, you have that little notch, but the little camera cutout, it's really not that bad, obviously. So you have way more screen to body ratio, especially on here. Someone asked me on one of the comments the other day if the speakers were good, and I said no. But then I went and really like tested out the speakers, and the speakers on this are loud. Like, they're super loud. Um, and am I a fan of the notch up here on that? Heck no, I'm not. I'm really not a fan of that. But the thing is, again, I'm always gonna take performance over anything else. You know what I mean? Like it's just how iPhones are. You know what I mean? And again, like it doesn't take at all for me to jump from one app to the other. Gaming works amazing on the phone. And just doing anything in general on the phone works great. Okay. And again, I'm not gonna sit here and argue with people about like why the iPhone, but yeah, the iPhone, why have the iPhone over Android phones. But the iPhone SE, again, is outdated as far as the look. Will I switch to the iPhone 12? I will not switch to the iPhone 12. I think I will probably keep this phone for like another year. I just noticed that my case is really dirty on the inside. Hold on, I'm trying to pull the case off over here, so that I can clean the phone. I mean, this thing has been in a case for most of its life, but when I first got the phone, I had the phone about a week before I got any cases. This is a Spigen case, by the way. I don't know why it's dirty in the back. Um, But anyways, I had the phone for about a week, and the first week I had it, I actually dropped it. And I don't know if you can see, there's like a little bit of a chip right here on the top right. There's a screen protector right there, but right above that, there's a chip that where I dropped the phone. I accidentally like forgot that I had the phone on my lap, and when I was getting out of my car, the phone just flopped out and it landed on concrete. And I was like, oh my God, like I just bought this phone. Like I just upgraded. And I had upgraded from the iPhone 10. I had the iPhone 10 originally. And then I went to T-Mobile and I think I had ordered the iPhone. I pre-ordered the iPhone 11 before it came out. So I was actually one of the first people to do like an unboxing of this specific phone, I think, or minus like big YouTubers. But I think I had put an unboxing video of this out, and I compared it to the iPhone 10. You know what I mean? The iPhone 10 obviously had an OLED panel, so the screen was a lot better. But I really didn't so much want the iPhone. I wanted this specific iPhone was because of the battery life, because my iPhone 10 battery life was kind of trash already, and I wanted something with a little bit of a better battery life. So that's why I chose the iPhone 11. Some people don't like change, so from people, iPhone SE is a good. Yeah, I mean, if you're going from like an iPhone 8 or an iPhone 7, and you want an upgrade, I mean, you're getting the the chip that's in the iPhone 11 and the iPhone 11 Pro. So performance wise, you're not going to skip out on anything as far as that goes. But like going back to the Pixel 4a, you know what I mean? Like if the Pixel 5 comes out later on this year, which I don't know if that's going to happen or not, right? Let's see. Who knows if that's going to happen or not? But if it does, let's see. I mean, if it does, then okay, cool. You know what I mean? I'm excited to see what Google has planned for the Google Pixel 5. But at the same time, like I think Google should really wait. I really think that they should release a flagship every other year, right? Kind of like what Apple does, I guess, a little bit. But now I feel like Apple decides to release like several phones throughout the years. So now you're gonna have the iPhone 12, the iPhone 12 Pro, and then next year you'll see like a different variant of the iPhone SE, right? Which hopefully I hope it gets a redesign. You know what I mean? I think the Pixel 4 is a very sleek looking design, obviously. Beautiful screen, like I said. Like, I mean, you probably can't tell from here. But I really appreciate what they've done with this device. It's not a very thick phone, to say the least, either, compared to other phones that I've held in my hand. It feels just about right in the hand. If I didn't ever buy a case for this, I wouldn't need a case. You know what I mean? I'm really comfortable just holding it like that. You know what I mean? But the thing is, like, at some point you're gonna drop the phone, right? So that's why anyone that gets this phone should get a case, because even though it's just a plasticky, or whatever you want to call it, a plasticky back or whatever, like it'll probably scratch, and you just really don't want it to scratch, guys. And I really like the fact that Google, like, I don't know, it's like a really weird colored power button. I guess they do that to all of their Pixel devices, though, I think. But anyways, guys, I mean, for the most part, like, I've just loved the phone. In fact, I think I might leave the office right now to go take some pictures with the device, just because I really want to take better photos with it. You know what I mean? Let's see. All right, hold on. I am just. All right, what are you laughing at, Sean Tomaline? I love tech a lot is here, by the way. Thank you. I love tech a lot. My sister was messaging me saying, "Where are you?" Not home. I am not home. I am at the office. I have to get use of this off. I have to make use of this office, guys. I pay $250 a month for this room over here. So I better try to be here as much as I can, at least making YouTube videos, or at least live streaming over here for you guys. I'm not home. My dogs are not here to distract me. So, what the other guy said. Okay, I need a cold beer. Okay, I love Take a Lot says some people don't like change. I need a cold beer now. Samsung fanboy got me all heated up. I need Corona beer with the lime. You guys are too funny. I'm not a drinker, so but a cold beer sounds pretty good because it's hot in Texas. I live in Texas, guys, and it's hot outside right now. Like I am not a fan of the heat right now, but I have to ask you guys a question. Okay, so if I were to do this right, and I don't know if you guys would be down for this, but would you guys be interested in seeing a comparison between an older phone like the Nexus 4 versus the Google Pixel 4a, or would you prefer this phone, which is the Pixel 4a, versus like a phone like the TCL 10 Pro? Again, like I'm interested to see like what you guys would want to do on something like that. Again, just because like this phone came out in 2012. This phone is 2020. 8-year difference in phone, and you can really tell like the screen quality difference. But again, the Nexus 4 has the Snapdragon S4 Pro processor, and then this phone has the 730G, right? Which I think, even though this phone, look at the form factor of the phone, guys. Look at the difference. Look at how small that is compared to a phone in today's standard. I still might do a Nexus 4, thing anyways, just for the heck of it. You know what I mean? Just because I really want to see like, what we could do as far as like differences is the phones. Like obviously this phone is running Android 5.0. This is running Android 10.0, right? This is running like Android like 5.1.1 or something like that. Let me see. I was just charging it because I hadn't turned it on in like a couple months already since I was out from having the coronavirus. But yeah, if you guys can see there, it's got Android 5.1.1. So I think if I were to send this to like Rob or something, Tito Escobar, he could probably get Android 10 running on it if he wanted to. And no, I don't have a, you can see it's 601 where I'm living right now. It's like, no, I don't have a, and like you want to know how old this phone is? It has Hangouts on it. That's how old this phone is, right? But I really enjoyed this phone from when I had it so many years ago. And I feel like I should have kept this phone a lot longer than I did. But when I originally had this phone back in like 2013, I had it for maybe like a good 8 months. And then I ended up switching over to the Nexus 5 when it came out. And then I ended up selling this. But I was always more of a fan of the build quality between this phone and the Google Pixel 5. This phone had about a 4.7-inch touch display, which at the time was a very good size screen compared to like the iPhones of the day, because I think the iPhone still had like 3.5-inch screen. So the screen on this was a lot better. And obviously it had like an IPS display. So even though it's not like OLED or anything like that, it's still a crisp looking screen. And the phone is still fast. I mean, for it being like 100 years old, right? One of my first Android devices, or at least one of my first Nexus. This is actually my first Nexus device that I ever owned. Because before there was like the original HTC Nexus, I think, and then after that was I don't remember how many variants of the okay. The one before this was, I believe, the Galaxy Nexus, which that would have been like the Nexus 3, I think, and then this was the Nexus 4. So I'm not 100% sure. You might have to correct me on that, Nexus fanboys over here. But I had at least three. Let's see. I had 3 Nexus devices back in the day, which they were all, again, I had the Nexus 4, the Nexus 5, and the Nexus 6. And then I bought the 5X maybe earlier last year just to see if it was any good. And I did a review on it. For the most part, it was actually really impressive. It was a lot lighter, way lighter than the Google Pixel 4a. I can't complain about that whatsoever, though. But other than that, it was chill. You know what I mean? Like, it took good pictures. It took good video. I think it was able to take 4K video at 30 frames a second. This phone can take 4K video at 30 frames a second also, so cannot complain either. But anywho, guys, I think I'm going to, let's see, I like to see comparisons with your iPhone 11 versus the Pixel 4a versus Android must-see television. I don't know if it's must-see television, right? You want to see the Pixel versus the TCL 10 Pro, Sean to Milan. Timilian. I can't even say that. Anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna get off already. I've been going on for about 40 minutes already. Get out of here. Maybe go home and enjoy wrestling. I think right now they're gonna be showing pay-per-view NXT Takeover 3. If I'm not correct on that. So I'll check that out when I get home, and hopefully I can bring you guys some more content from the Google Nexus 4a. Please let me know what you guys would like to see. I would really like to know what y'all would want to see, I guess, as far as that goes. Let's see. My sister is messaging me saying, "Where are you?" I'm not home. I am at the office. Okay. But yeah, you guys have a great one. Stay safe. Y'all take it easy. Mikey Tech, if you're still there, I don't know if you're still lurking or not. Have a good one. Peace out. You guys have a great evening, and we'll see you guys next time. Okay. Thanks for watching.